very compact swing, okay? I don't know how many of you guys have ever heard that in your life, but hard, compact swing. Has anybody heard that before? Okay? That's how we get power, guys. Separating our hands from our body, we lose all the power we're bringing to the table by letting those hands get behind us, okay? We want our hands to stay nice and tight to our body, all right? So, we came up, our feet are shoulder width apart, and our belly button's in the middle. What's our next move? Anybody else? Hunter. To load. Okay. So how do we load?
You shift or hit back.
Okay.
And in your right foot should go up.
Right heel should come off the ground a little bit, right? How do we get back? How do we load our weight back? How am I teaching you to load your weight back? All we need to remember, guys, is we're turning our belly button to the very tip of this plate, okay? That's a good enough load for every single one of them. You can use that load all the way through whatever baseball you go to. You don't need a big load with your body. Loading with your body is not gaining power. You're not gaining power by loading your whole body back here and letting your hands fly way back. All that's doing is making your swing that much longer, okay? We want to stay as nice and as compact as possible, because when we swing, all of our power stays right in this area. This square that I have on my body right here, all that power is right here. It's not down here anymore. When we go, everything's up here, right? Everything. Okay, from the waist up, that's everything. That's how we finish our swing. So, we came up to the plate, feet are shoulder width apart. Now, I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but what do I say about our stance? How do I want your weight on your feet to start? Does anybody remember that? What was that? Balls of your feet. Does everybody know where the balls of your feet are? Everybody should be shaking their head yes if you're an athlete. Okay? Because there's no position on any sport that you're not going to be using the balls of your feet. Okay? Football, basketball, soccer, baseball, golf of all things, wrestling, all those sports, you're on the balls of your feet all the time. Okay? Everybody understand that? Everybody point to the balls of your feet. Let's see how really you know where the balls of your feet are. Okay, look guys, most of you guys don't have balls in the bottom of your feet yet. When you get old and gray like all of us, you'll see these big old balls sticking out of the side of your foot right here on both sides. That's why they call them the balls of your feet. The only reason I know is you guys don't have those things yet, because I look at my kids' feet just to make sure if they got them or not. You might have little ones sticking out there, but your feet aren't big enough for that bone to stick out like ours do yet. But that's the ball of your feet. Why do we want to be on the balls of our feet when we're getting ready to hit? That's a very good point. What else is that doing for us if we get all that here on the balls of our feet? What else are we doing for ourselves? You are absolutely going to add more power. What else? Anybody? Balance. Okay? Most important thing when you're hitting, guys, is balance. You have to have a nice set, good body stance right now, and all that is your body is balancing out. Okay? And if all your weight is to the balls of your feet, if one of you guys come up here and push me, I'm not going to fall backwards. If I'm on my flat feet, you push me over, I'm going backwards because I don't have that same balance. Okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so we're here, shoulder width apart, belly button's in the middle. All of our weight are on the balls of our feet, right? What's our next step? I know you know. What's the next step? Load up, right? When do we load? When the pitcher gets right here, right? Okay. Now this is where it gets a little tricky for a lot of you guys, because all these years your swing has been pretty slow. Whether you think it's been slow or not, your swing has been pretty slow. You haven't seen the boiling fastball yet. You're going to need a quick swing. The older you get, the faster and more compact your swing is going to have to get. To catch up to that really fast fastball, you're going to have a nice compact swing. That real long swing, that ball is going to be in the catcher's glove before your swing gets around. Okay? All the way through baseball, tight, nice compact swing. All right, so we load when the pitcher gets here. Okay? How do we load again? Pitcher's here. How do we load? Turn our hips to where our belly button is where? All of you. Back of the plate, right? That point in the back of the plate, we're pointing our belly button to that. Okay, so we're here, pitcher gets to here, we turn, now what? We're locked into place. See my foot? Where's my foot? Where's the heel of my foot? Off the ground. We're in cock position. Everybody see a gun where you cock back the hammer? That's the position we're in right now. Now we're in firing mode. Okay? Now, when do we take off for a pitch? We're here now. The pitcher's here now. He's getting ready to release the ball. When do we take off? Anybody? Everybody remember where our placement is for balls? Where do we hit an outside pitch? Outside pitch. You hit it back. What do you mean you hit it back?
You hit it but you don't wait on it.
You gotta wait. When we hit our outside pitch, we're letting the ball carry to right here. Everybody see that? See that? I'm putting the tip of my bat? All the way back here, we've got to wait. Ball right down the middle. Where do we hit it? Hunter.
In the center of the
Right at the front of the plate. That's our contact point. Now, inside pitch. Scariest pitch for all you little kids. Nobody wants to swing at Little League. They all want to let it go by. Where do we hit it? Where up front? How far? You show me. How far up front? This is the inside part of the plate to me. Where am I going to hit that ball? We're going to hit that ball all the way up here, guys. You see where my bat is? It looks kind of weird, doesn't it? And we're going to make contact all the way up here. Watch my bat. There's 3 swings we just talked about. Outside pitch, outside corner of the plate. We're here. When we extend, we wait until that ball gets to right here. You see where the barrel on my bat is? My barrel on my bat is going to connect right there with that ball. Right down the middle. We're connected at the front of the plate. When we connect, barrel right to the ball. Okay? Inside pitch. Like I said, it's the most difficult pitch for every one of you kids to hit. I've watched it for almost 10 years now in Little League. Kids your age don't like to swing at the inside pitch. It's fat. Most of the time you're like, you think it's a ball. Okay, and then when they call it a strike, you can lift your coat. Okay? I've seen it a million times. Guys, we have to be aggressive on the inside pitch. Most of you guys, that's going to be your bread and butter when you get older. That inside pitch is the one you can absolutely crank. That's the ball that you're going to pull. That's the ball that you're going to, ba-boom! That's the one. Okay? The rest of these, we're looking for line drops. But that inside pitch is the one that you really need to let loose. Am I right? Does everybody agree with me there? So hitting it out here, it sounds weird. It doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me the first time I heard it when I was a kid. But when we hit an inside pitch, we're here. When we step, our instinct is to let the ball get to us here, back to the plate. But if we go here, where's they going to hit? Somebody else. Where it is, right? Right here, right? Is that a good hit? Where are we trying to hit the ball? Down here, right? To hit it there, we've got to get here. That's where we have to make contact with that inside pitch. We've got to get out in front of it. If we're not in front of it, if we're not ahead of it, we missed it. This is definitely not going to get it for us. Okay? I think I've seen 80% of you guys in here going. That's why. This, right here, that's where you hit the ball. That vibration runs right through the bat, right into your hands. If you're hitting it here, we don't have that vibration. That vibration doesn't even exist. Because this can take that. This can't take that. I mean, just by going like this, I can feel the vibration on the bat. Just by touching it, I can feel that zing through the bat. If I'm here, I can't even feel that. The bat doesn't even vibrate at all. This right here, guys, is our sweet spot. Okay? Yes, with the barrel like this, the sweet spot can go that distance. This is what we're looking for. Okay? This area right here in the bat is what we're looking for. If we can hit it in this area, that's the best exposure we're going to get to that ball. Okay, so the ball, we got to everything. The ball's traveling. Okay, where do we want to aim on that ball to hit it? Why? You're right. Why do we want to hit it up there? You're right. Go ahead. Why do we want to hit the top of the ball? How does hitting the top of the baseball give us a backspin?
When you hit it, it turns the rotation of the ball forward, it rolls off the bat, and then it keeps
So if I come in this angle, ball coming in here, and I cut it this way, that ball is going to turn this way and go this way, right? So we're going to get that backspin here. What does that backspin do for me? Okay, why though? Why is it going to rise and go farther that way? Absolutely. You get a good enough backspin on any ball that you hit, anything, golf ball, baseball, whatever, basketball with a bat, it don't matter. If you get that backspin, you can actually sit there and watch a ball pop and carry through the air just because it's spinning so fast backwards. Okay? I'm not asking you to go up here and swing downwards. I'm asking you to meet the top of the baseball at a downward angle. How do we get that downward angle? How do we get that downward swing? All of you have heard me say it probably 100 times already. This thing.
Flashlight.
What's the flashlight do?
You point at the ball.
What's that do? Okay, but what is me pointing the flashlight at the ball coming in, what's that going to do for me? Right? So we point here, the bat finishes exactly where we pointed that flashlight. If I want to hit the top of that baseball, I'm going right to the top of that baseball with my flashlight. My hands are going to finish right to the top of that baseball. Okay? Now something we didn't talk about, and I know most of you guys have heard this before. What are these? When we talk about hitting, what are these? What are they? What do we call them? Door knocking knuckles? Does everybody know what your door knocking knuckles are? Everybody know what these are? Everybody heard that before? Anybody not heard that? Okay, listen. When we grip a bat, everybody knows that these knuckles have to line up, right? These knuckles right here. If we don't know and we don't know how to get there, all you have to do is put your bat right down the line of the back line of your knuckles. Close your hands. Your knuckles are set. Okay? Another way to know if your hands are in the right position when you're swinging. Okay? Yes, this is a different way to swing. The flashlight, bringing the bat through, a lot of that doesn't make sense to you guys right away. A lot of you guys have come a long way in a short period of time with this swing. Okay? What you want to do when you're swinging to make sure that your hands are in the right position, say you're taking batting practice, you're hitting off the tee, you're hitting soft toss, always looking at your hands. Figure out where your hands were, where they're going. When you swing, when you connect, this hand, the top hand, always should be pointing up. Your bottom hand, the bottom hand of your bat always should be pointing down through your swing. They will stay that way all the way through the zone until you connect. When you connect, then they'll release. But they have to stay here. When they come through, top hand pointing up, bottom hand's pointing down. Does that make sense to everybody? That will tell you your knuckles are in the right position. If your hands are pointed down, but this is pointing out this way, you know your knuckles aren't right. Okay, your wrists are turning a different way. If your knuckles are here and you come through the zone, this hand will always be pointing to the sky. This one will always be going down. Make sense? Yeah? So guys, biggest deal right now, every one of you are starting to understand this swing very well. Okay? Once season starts, I can't tell you how to swing anymore. We've got time right now to make this work. Okay? Like I said, you come a long way in a little bit of time. We've got, what, another month before the season starts? We've got a lot of time to get this right, guys. A lot. And I like doing it. I like watching kids succeed at hitting. It's one of my favorite things in baseball. Okay? But you gotta want it. You gotta be at this plate and you gotta want it. All this handshaking stuff, most of it comes from half swings. Okay? Yes, it's cold in the warehouse. You get a vibration, it stings. We don't want the vibration. If we swing hard, if we swing right, we're not gonna get that vibration, right? Let's swing hard. All right? This isn't patty cake time up here. This is let loose time. All right? Any questions? Anybody? All right.
Thanks, Coach.